Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be talking through my updated morning skincare routine. I have seen a lot of requests from you guys to talk about my morning and nighttime skincare routine, but I cannot possibly include all of that in one video or we would be here for an hour. So this is just going to be my morning skincare routine. I will definitely do a follow-up with my updated nighttime skincare routine as well. So if you want to see all of the products that I am currently using on a consistent basis and really loving, you are in the right spot. Let's jump right into it. Okay, let's start off with step number one in my morning skincare routine, which is to cleanse my skin. And there's two different cleansers that I wanted to talk about today that I have found myself reaching for quite often lately. I do want to say here that you guys know I'm testing out so many products for you behind the scenes. So I have many other products in each of these categories that I love and use often, but these ones I just have really found myself loving extra lately over other ones. So if you were wondering, why I'm not mentioning a certain product that I have told you guys I love before, I may just be taking a slight break from it and trying something else. So the first cleanser that I have really been enjoying is the Cerave Renewing SA Cleanser. This has salicylic acid in it and gluconolactone actually, and both of those ingredients are exfoliants that will help to prevent our pores from getting clogged. Salicylic acid is a BHA that can definitely be more irritating to the skin than gluconolactone, which is a PHA, and that is a gentler exfoliant that should be safer for sensitive skin types. So just be careful with this. If you do have really sensitive skin or active irritation going on, I would just skip it in that case. If you have skin barrier damage, ow, don't do that. Wait until your skin has healed, but just proceed with caution if you do have really sensitive skin. How I've been using this is just a few times a week at max in the morning, and then I will leave it on my skin for around up to 5 minutes, and then I will rinse it off before moving on with the rest of my skincare routine. I talked about this in my Holy Grail cleanser favorite videos that I just posted recently. I think that's already up. I will link it below if it is, otherwise stay tuned. And that's because it really is a holy grail of mine right now. It's been super great at helping to prevent my pores from getting clogged because maskne is real. And the second cleanser that I've been loving, which is very different from that CeraVe SA cleanser, is the Geek and Gorgeous Jelly Joker Cleanser. This is their low pH gentle cleanser. I have been obsessed with this. Not only does this have some really nice ingredients, hydrators like different forms of sugar molecules, and soothing ingredients like allantoin, panthenol, which helps to protect the skin, it's also just such a gentle formulation. The cleansing agents are mild yet effective, and it feels so good and refreshing on the skin. The formulation is unlike anything that I've ever tried in a cleanser. It's gel-like, but so lightweight. I love this stuff. Oh my gosh, I love it. So highly recommend looking into this one if you're just looking for a good basic cleanser that will help to hydrate and gently cleanse the skin without causing irritation. After cleansing the skin, I like to go in with treatments and or serums, but I have to be honest, for the past couple months, I haven't been using peels at all, meaning things like alpha hydroxy acids that you leave on the skin or leave on for up to 10 minutes, like the ordinary peels, which I have videos reviewing that I will link below. Great products, but I haven't been using them lately because my skin's been so sensitive. So I'm just trying to minimize irritation where I can. And because I use tretinoin, which can be irritating by itself, and I prioritize that ingredient, I have been skipping the chemical exfoliants for now. So in the future, I will definitely try to reintroduce those ingredients, but they're not a staple for me in my current morning skincare routine. So what I will do instead is go in with the serum based on whatever my skin needs. So I forgot to say in the beginning, I have combination skin that leans oily, which I know a lot of you guys know if you're a frequent viewer of mine, but in case you're new, I feel like I should mention that. I'm very acne prone and I have sensitive skin, so every morning and every night I assess my skin to see what it needs and I pick products based on that. So there are certain products that I don't use every single day because they may cause a little bit of irritation, or maybe I need something else that serum that I typically would use doesn't have in it, if that makes sense. So I feel like it'll make sense when I explain these serums. The first is my vitamin C serum by Timeless. This is their 20% vitamin C, ferulic acid, and vitamin E serum. This is such a great vitamin C serum. I love the high concentration at 20%. I love the fact that it has a pump, which helps to protect the liquid from oxygen and UV, which are both things that oxidize L-ascorbic acid, which is the form of vitamin C in this serum. If you have sensitive skin or you're irritated by vitamin C, be careful with this because higher concentrations of vitamin C definitely increase the likelihood for irritation. So 20% is pretty high. The highest you can find in skincare products is a 30% concentration, so just keep that in mind. If you know that you have super sensitive skin, it may be best to just play it safe and try something at maybe a 15% concentration, or maybe even start off with 10 and see how your skin responds. And I will link some lower concentration vitamin C serums that I've tested out before below that I think are good places to start. You guys know the Dermatology CE Ferulic serum is one of my all-time favorites. I just ran out of that a little bit ago though, which is why I switched to this, and I really do enjoy this, but I don't use it every single day because if I have skin barrier damage, no. It's like pure fire on my skin. But aside from that, it's a great formulation. It's really nice and lightweight, it's hydrating, and it makes my skin glow, which I love. The next serum is one that really surprised me. It's actually from Versed, and I had hesitations about Versed as an entire brand before I really dug into the ingredients because of the adorable freaking packaging, and I was just thinking it was gonna be another one of those brands with a ton of essential oils and really nothing amazing going on, but that is definitely not true. My Versed review will be linked below if you're interested. This is called their Just Breathe Clarifying Serum, and this is another product that I think is really great for those of you that are acne prone or just are experiencing face mask breakouts. Maskne. That's such a hard word for me to say. If you're getting maskne, then I think this is definitely a serum worth looking into because it has so many awesome ingredients for acne prone skin and irritated skin as well. So some of those ingredients that I wanted to highlight that may be especially helpful for those kinds of skin concerns are niacinamide, zinc, and salicylic acid. So those ingredients are all towards the top of the label in this serum, which is another thing that really impressed me and I wasn't expecting with Versed. If this was going to be something that did have good ingredients, I was thinking maybe they would be at the very bottom of the label in low concentrations. Not the case here. Like niacinamide's third on the label. Yay, we love that. So niacinamide, I've talked your guys' ears off about niacinamide, but in short, again, if you're new here, it's something that can help to control excessive sebum production, which is awesome if you have acne-prone skin, and it can help to calm and soothe as well. So those are definitely not the only nice ingredients in this product, but I feel like really represent what this product is all about. And The Ordinary also has a niacinamide and zinc serum, which I know many of you guys are familiar with. I'm saying that like that's an unknown. Many people are obsessed with that serum, and this has those same ingredients. I can't directly compare concentrations because Versed doesn't disclose, but something to consider. And while this is definitely not something that I am going to say is going to clear up your skin, I'm not saying that. If you have really stubborn cystic acne, please go to the dermatologist. I always recommend seeing a derm. I go to the derm. That's where I get my tretinoin prescription for acne. That's also amazing for anti-aging. But anyway, that's not what I'm saying here. But if you are looking for additional products to add to your routine to help with that and to help control that, maybe if that's not enough for you, this is one worth looking into. And when I use this, I choose to use it on days when I am not using vitamin C, which before wearing face masks just would never have been a thing. I used vitamin C every single day, but I'm sure many of you that are acne prone can relate to the sentiment that when we are experiencing breakouts or problematic skin, that takes first place as our top concern, and we just want clear skin, and we can get to the other stuff after. So I feel like I wouldn't have even included something like this before, but now that I am, I just skip vitamin C on the day that I do that because I just like to minimize the potential for irritation since this does have salicylic acid in it, and mixing vitamin C with salicylic acid can definitely cause irritation if you have sensitive skin. And the last serum is one that I just wasn't sold on at first because I didn't feel that I had a need for it in my skincare routine, and it's the Timeless B5 Hydration Serum. I have since come around to it because I do feel that it's really helped to calm down my skin on those days when it's feeling extra sensitive. So really all there is to this is calcium panthenoate or vitamin B5, which helps to decrease inflammation, soothe and calm the skin, and hydrate, as well as hyaluronic acid, which also helps to hydrate. And both of those ingredients are great, but I see them in so many skincare products. So I was like, do I really need a separate serum for that? But when I have had irritated skin recently and used this, I have absolutely seen an almost immediate improvement in how my skin feels, and then just starts to look as far as redness goes throughout the day. So I really like it. Do you need this? Definitely not. This is, more so a specific serum, but I know that a lot of people are experiencing face mask irritation right now, so one worth checking out if that is the case. But out of these three, I mean, if you don't have problematic skin right now, which lucky you, then I would say just go for the vitamin C. You don't need these serums in your life, but these are more targeted and specific to those of you that feel my pain. After serum, I will go ahead and apply moisturizer, and I have two that I cannot stop reaching for. I really prefer a nice lightweight moisturizer during the daytime, and then I'll use something a little bit thicker at night. So the first of the two should come as no surprise. It's the Cerave PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. This says it's ultra lightweight, it moisturizes throughout the night, and helps to restore the protective skin barrier. There is no reason that you can't use this in the morning. I get questions about that often. I prefer to use it in the morning because it's so lightweight, and the added niacinamide is awesome because it helps to control my oils. Oh, this is so good. It works amazing under makeup, under sunscreen, keeps me feeling moisturized, but the formula is just right. Not too thick and heavy, doesn't make me look oily. I love it so much. And the other moisturizer that I have been loving and reaching for nonstop lately is the Vanicream Daily Facial Moisturizer. So this one is interesting for Vanicream because normally their products are so bare bones. There's like really nothing going on to them, maybe glycerin as a hydrator, but this actually has hyaluronic acid and ceramides added. So we have a little something extra from Cerave. Vanicream, I'm so sorry. I'm so used to saying those two ingredients with Cerave. We have a little something extra from Vanicream, which I love, and the formula of this is so nice. It's a little bit thicker than that CeraVe lotion, so if that one is too lightweight for you, but you still want something lightweight, look into this Vanicream moisturizer. I love this, and this is another one that's great for me when my skin is irritated. After facial moisturizer, I like to go ahead and apply an eye cream, and the reason why I do this after is because my eye cream is a little bit thicker. So if I'm using one of these, I will apply them around the eye area as well, and then go in with an eye cream on top of that to just add some extra moisture to that area. Definitely not necessary, but because these are so lightweight, I just want something a little more moisturizing around my eyes, which are very prone to fine lines from my tanning bed sprees when I was younger. Don't even get me started on that. And a product I have been obsessed with is the Fix Emergency Eye Mask. This says it has caffeine and cucumber juice, which are ingredients that they are claiming will help to decrease eye puffiness. Cucumber juice, it's a good hydrator, but that's not really going to be something that helps to decrease puffiness in a major way. Caffeine definitely may. It also could be something that causes irritation, so just be mindful of that. I personally don't experience irritation in using this. Quite the opposite. It feels so soothing and refreshing. I am obsessed with this. And I have the ingredients pulled up here. Aside from that, this also has rosehip oil, vitamin E, panthenol, peptides, like so many good ingredients in this. And the intended use for this is actually to just leave it on as a mask. It's called an emergency eye mask for about 10 minutes and then rinse it off. I love leaving it on my under eye area. There's no reason why you can't leave it on, and it is such a good formulation, especially underneath makeup. I find that it really makes concealer look nice, and oh, I love this stuff so much. I cannot even tell you guys. It's not something that is too thick either to where you couldn't leave it on because it's just so thick and occlusive and creamy. Very lightweight, very gel-like. They do have another eye mask that has a gel-like finish. I think it's called Vacation Eyes, and that's nice, but I definitely prefer this because it's just a little bit thicker, and I just really feel like it improves the look of my under eye area with makeup on top. So love this on top of moisturizer. I just noticed that my sweater was falling off my shoulder that entire time and my straps were exposed. I am really sorry. I hope that was not too distracting. I considered refilming everything that I just filmed. I can't do that to myself, so I'm gonna keep this up, move right along because we are at the very end here. The last step of my morning skincare routine is sunscreen, of course. And don't you forget it. One that I love so much is the Purito Centella Green Level Unscented Sunscreen. This is an SPF 50 with a PA rating of ++++, which is the highest rating available on the PA grading scale. It's just basically a measure of UVA protection, which are the rays that contribute to aging. In short, they're the rays that don't cause our skin to burn, but definitely cause our skin to age. And this is so... I cannot say enough about this. It says it's essential oil free, suitable for all skin types. It has organic UV filters, which means that it has chemical filters versus mineral filters, but the organic filters are next generation filters that you won't find in US sunscreens, and they're definitely superior as far as formulation and protection and stability. It says it's calming and moisturizing, it's not sticky, and has no white cast. This says it's a water-based sunscreen formulated with centella extracts to help to protect your skin from UV rays and harmful environments without stickiness or white residue left on the skin. It doesn't contain essential oils or artificial fragrance. Amazing. So I would totally agree with all of those claims. We'll get to formulation in a second, but I did want to quickly mention some of the amazing ingredients in this aside from those superior chemical filters. So Centella asiatica is an awesome wound healing ingredient, great if you have inflamed skin or irritated skin, helps with all of those things. This also has niacinamide, it has cedarol and sorbit and olivate when combined form an ingredient called Olive M1000. I've talked about this before, it's a goofy name, but that is something that really helps with skin barrier repair. It's a great source of fatty acids for the skin, and it's moisturizing. So that, I mean, all of those things are amazing, and the formula of this, oh, it's so good, you guys. I have reviewed this before. If you're curious how this compares to their physical, oh gosh, I always mess this up, their Comfy Water physical sunscreen, I will link that comparison review below, but this formulation is definitely my favorite. It's so lightweight, it blends into the skin beautifully, it doesn't pill, it doesn't look dry or flat, but it doesn't look greasy, and it doesn't have a white cast. So all around, 10 out of 10. I freaking love this sunscreen. It's been an absolute must for me. And then for my tinted sunscreen is the Cerave Hydrating Sunscreen. This is an SPF 30, ceramides, niacinamide. This one is tinted and it's a mineral sunscreen, so it has both titanium and zinc oxide in it. It's very tinted. So if you have tried sunscreens before that claim to be tinted but really don't have any color to them, that's not the case here. This is one of the more pigmented tinted sunscreens that I own, if not the, I mean, I don't know if I would say it's the most. It's up there though. So if you're super fair, this is probably not going to work for you, but good for those of you that maybe have medium to tan. I don't know if you could get away with this if you have deep skin, because I obviously am not sure how that would blend in, but in the middle, I think it's a really great option, something that definitely looks a little bit too dark on me when I'm not self-tanned, but sometimes I'll just be like, whatever, and put bronzer on my neck and try to make myself feel a little sun-kissed, even though I haven't been sun-kissed in like 2 years, because I don't let the sun touch my face. Anyway, that's a story for another day. So it has nice warmth to it without being too orange. I have definitely tested out sunscreens like this before that have a good tint at first, and then you blend it in and it's like, oh my gosh, it looks like a pumpkin. Not too orange, but definitely is more warm tone. So just be aware of that if you have cool tone skin. Otherwise, I think that it's a good option for a tinted sunscreen, and it's one that is on the thicker side. So if you prefer something that is super lightweight and liquidy, or maybe a formulation like this, then this is not going to be the sunscreen for you. But if you want something that's nice and moisturizing, this feels really great. This does not dry down flat, I would say. It definitely has a dewy finish to it, so if you're super oily, you probably will not like this, but I feel like this is a really good dry skin sunscreen that I've just been using and enjoying, even though I don't have dry skin, if that helps at all, but I think it's good. And we have finally made it to the end of my morning skincare routine, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this and found it helpful. Let me know in the comments below, which of these products do you currently have in your collection? What else are you using that I didn't mention that you are absolutely loving? Are you going to test anything out after watching this video? If so, I will have everything linked in my description box below, as always in order of mention, to help you guys out. If there's anything else you would like to see from me next, don't leave that request in the comments. Please do. Don't forget to leave that request in the comments. I would love to do that for you. And if you did find this video helpful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click on that notification bell, and send my channel to a friend. All of those things really help to support my channel and just mean so much to me as well. So thank you guys so much for the support. It means the world. All right, you guys, my next video will be up in a few days, so stay tuned for that. But until then, I hope you have a great few days.